Hey Capricorns, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be doing your February general reading here. It is going to be for the whole month this round because your girl Lady Crow is going on vacay. So we're going to be looking at the whole juicy, wonderful month. Let's talk about your meditation. So I was getting ancient Egypt. I was in the desert, darling, under the very hot sun. I saw the book The Alchemist. We'll get into that in a second. It felt like The Alchemist was the whole theme, honey. And I saw this builder taking these clay blocks under this hot sun, or clay bricks rather, and stacking them one on top of the other in a slow and methodical way. It felt like one of those days or existences where time warps and it just feels much longer than it actually is under the hot sun. Like that's what it feels like. And then I saw this worker going and taking a water break over here onto the side, and I saw the desert and pyramids, and finding their happiness and true destiny off the beaten, path of where they were and had been. So this could mean a lot of different things. We'll see how this comes up. But I also heard the quote, and I looked it up and wrote it down because I didn't want to butcher it because it feels really important. And the quote is, and it's from The Alchemist, "And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." Why do I feel like the operative verb there is so important? Conspires. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. There's something about that. I also wrote down, this came up too. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. And it feels very important. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. Not the actual manifestation of the dream itself, because that brings on a whole other load of to-dos and more money, more problems, and careful what you ask for, you just might get it. Like, there's all this stuff about how to manifest and get what you want, but very little on what to do when you get it, right? So it's the possibility. It's the pre-show of the dream. That's the good stuff. How often have you seen people that made it big, for example? And then or even people who have become parents, right? They look back. I just saw 222 on the timer, number partnership. Look back and go, oh, those were the good old days. Back before we had all the money and had it all. I mean, how many movies have we seen this depicted in? Where you have the couple living in the big mansion in Bel Air, and then they go, but remember when we used to live in that one-room studio apartment down in the East Village in New York? When we could barely rub two pennies together, and we had to share one slice of dollar pizza, but those were the best times because they were uncomplicated in ways that are complicated now. Something to that, enjoying where you're going. Not to say that where you're going isn't going to be fabulous in the dream, but there's something about enjoying getting there. Something about that. Okay, let's see what the animal energy is for my Capricorns. I feel like you're being dosed with some esoteric something or other, an injection of the esoteric too. You guys rule everything of the 3D. Everything of the 3D realm. Everything that you can touch and feel and say, oh my God, are you kidding me? Okay. And so it does feel like there's something about, I feel like I'm clicking in or tapping into a group of y'all that really like schedules, that really like to know, not to say that you don't like deviating from schedules too, I feel that too, but there's something about liking to know what's coming, what's ahead before you go on a trip. You like to have the hotel picked out along the route. You like to have the snacks ready. The thought of just, doing it live is not a happy place for you in terms of things to deal with money or home or situations like that. So I see you partaking in more things that don't necessarily have a risk factor, but are more spontaneous in nature. There's something about spontaneity being the key to life here in the month of February for y'all that's going to lead to really beautiful surprises. Because I keep getting drawn back to the person who was working in this very set way with the schedule of brick upon brick, and then on the water break, finding the really good stuff. You got the golden egg. Why does this not surprise me? So this correlates to, in the tarot deck, to the Two of Cups. And I just saw the 222, right? This is the Two of Cups, which is beautiful, loving partnership. I'm obsessed that this came up for you, okay? Now, I want to talk a bit about this golden egg. Actually, what's really funny about this is I was just researching the story behind the golden egg the other day, just really randomly, but I guess I see why, not so random. The moral of that story I read is about greediness and about how this guy who has this goose that lays these golden eggs just wanted more and more and more and more and more. Remember how I just said more money, more problems, and this is the golden here. And again, this is really taking me back to appreciating where you are on the route to get where you're going. And the fact that this also represents dream and wish fulfillment, and the fact that the Alchemist came up. What is alchemy? What is alchemy? Right? And then you have the golden egg, right? It's the transmutation of one element into another, right? I think I butchered that definition, but you get where I'm going with this. I'm channeling. but this is about transmutation, right? And alchemy traditionally taking one substance in one context and turning it into gold. I'm also getting, gold record, gold album, golden life, golden age, right? Something to that. And I saw it under the hot sun as well. Golden ticket, all of this good stuff. And I like with the quote that it's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. An egg is all about possibility. This is before it hatches, right? I'm also getting horse energy as well, which is about freedom and independence and moving beyond any perceived limitations, okay? Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. But your egg is going to hatch. It's really juicy and interesting, and I like it a lot. Oh my God. Capricorns. You got the 3 of Cups. Yes, Capricorn. So 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups in egg form. I can't with you. 3 of Cups is soul reunion. It's celebration with friends. It's good times. This is water energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be having some good times with some water signs or just feeling really emotionally balanced, and that your friend group and family group is really a vibrational match to where you are and where you want to be. This is just cause for celebration. Okay? I feel like some of you guys are going to be making new friends that you feel like, where have you been all my life? I do. Like, oh my God, that it's like a new friend that you meet. It could be someone in a work context or otherwise. There's someone that either you meet through work that becomes a friend, or a friend that you work with, but I feel like you're going to be meeting someone or a new group of people that just feel like we should have been together from the beginning. Like, it's very, I'm getting the Three Stooges from this. Okay? Three Stooges, I feel like everybody knows what that is, but just in case you don't, Three Stooges were a comedy group that made amazing films like Duck Soup. I was just talking about geese. Duck Soup could be something for someone. Anyway. Let's keep going. Hold on. They're taking me back. Okay, so I was going to say this earlier. So the reason that I got also horse energy from this, do you see these little braids here? Can you see that? Oh, these little braids here. It's the trifecta, and then you have the triangles here. Pythagoras realness here. So it's 3, right? It's the trifecta. It's 3 points, and then you have the 3 of Cups. There's something about the number 3. Three's company too. There's something about the number 3. I'm telling you. Oh, March. March and spring has sprung. And the 3rd month of the year. March is going to look real good. I'm telling you that. And then Easter, going into Easter with the gold. Something about spring is going to be very stunning for you guys. Okay. I do feel like you're being observed either by your higher self or people or something that are observing. I do feel like it's your spiritual team or your whatever that is for you. I feel like you're being observed in terms of how well are you going to enjoy getting to where you're going to without impatience on the product. It's the process, not the product. It's the journey, not the destination. Ooh, you have the star at the bottom of the deck. Yes, star realness, being in the spotlight, fame, wishes, hopes, and dreams, Aquarius energy, Aquarius season. Yes. Okay. More water energy here. Okay. So you got the Seven of Cups here. So, we have this beautiful snake here, Scorpio energy with transformation. And, this is really lovely. Where are the parallels? What's this green thing? You see how this is repeating, this green garland here that I'm not exactly sure what it... Olympics. And the circles and the gold. This is really interesting. I feel like someone's going to win. Okay, this is for, I don't know who this is for, but there's something about if anyone's applied for a grant or some sort of award or some sort of recognition or scholarship, look out for any opportunity like that. Or if you've applied, it looks good. Something about that, an artist grant or a scholarship or even a really big discount for something or scoring a place that normally would cost a lot more, but you got a really good deal. Something about that. Okay, keep it moving. So traditionally speaking, the Seven of Cups is about, problems of abundance, right? Where there's a lot of different options, and this can lead to like feeling, overwhelmed, like which one is my cup? Which one's the best cup? Right? That kind of energy, right? I just heard you don't have to decide right away. Look at that skull here. You do not have to decide right away. I think there's a difference between, because sometimes doing nothing is something. Like inaction is its own action, right? But I don't feel like that's the case for y'all. I feel like there's something about this tendency that I'm picking up on within the Capricorn energy of wanting to be decisive at all times. Like, I don't know if it's your happiest place, the people that I'm clicking in with here, to live in the question. Like, oh, I still don't know the answer to that, or I don't know. But I'm hearing take your time with whatever option or plan of action or decision this is. Because I feel like there's more than one good option. I just shrugged like that. I feel like there's more than one good option. So take your time with that. I feel like there's some sort of, and again, I don't like the word test, but there's an opportunity around, can you live in the question? How well can you live in the question? And then the cup is going to be illuminated, but not through your force of will, through divine timing. The golden egg will be presented, okay? Look at all these golden cups here too. Oh my God, I just got shivers all over my body. Listen, I can't with you because you got 3 cups. I just did Scorpio literally right before this, and they got 3 swords. And there's Scorpio energy here. These are about emotions, okay? The cups rule the realm of emotion, but also intuition. Ace of Cups, darling, this is divine soulmate love. This is intuitive abilities. This is an overabundance of goodness and realness and love. Look at all these. Sok. Oh my God. Okay. Do you remember how I just said that it's not through your force of will that the correct cup will present itself, or the highest and best cup, because there's more than one good option, but there's going to be one that's of your highest and best good? Like option, like choice, number 1. Remember how I said it's going to reveal itself through embracing the unknown and patience? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how the lotus flower's right here? And there's a cup with the lotus in it, and the crow's not looking that way? See what I'm saying? Patience, embracing the unknown, and then it's going to reveal itself through your intuition or through, a feeling in your gut that is going to be so undeniable and clear that you're just going to be like, it's this. Whether it's this home, this location, this office, this job, this coworker agreement, this whatever, right? This next best step. Guys, I can't. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Okay, I feel like for some of you guys, the illumination around this is, okay, thank you for taking me back. Taking me to the meditation. So, okay, have you ever been trying to figure something out, and you're thinking about it, and you're talking to your friends and talking to your mom and your daddy about it, whatever, and you just can't come to any clarity around it, and then you say, I'm going to take a break and go for a walk, and then it hits you like a ton of lightning. Or you take a break and you go do the dishes and you're like, eureka! Like I feel like this golden egg is also kind of like a eureka moment. This circle symbolizes spirit, by the way. This is a very spiritual reading. I feel like that's what this is saying here. You take a break, you take your Eye of Sauron off of your point of focus, off of all of these different cuts. Some of this involves a home for somebody or a workspace. Take your eye off the, your intense focus there, and then it's just going to be so freaking clear. Once you just take your eye off of it, and it's going to come up from behind or the side door. You're going to see signs and symbols about it. You're going to be going down and down one road and see 3 billboards. It's something like that. Also, point of advice, whatever this is you are questioning or wondering about, you can ask for a specific sign from nature, works the best, from spirit, and say, if this is the correct move for me, if this is my highest and best good, send me a crow. 3 crows in 3 days, and then wait and see what happens. Okay, that is always a beautiful thing to do, but you got to trust it when it comes now. Okay, all right. 3 of Cups. Is there a question you don't want the answer to? Just putting that out there. Oh my girl, the Hermit. So, fun fact. This light in the Hermit's Lantern is actually the star from the star key, which is Aquarius energy, which popped up, which is about being in the spotlight and wish fulfillment, like I already said. Now, this is Virgo energy traditionally too, right? So this is about going inside of yourself and having some real illumination and clarity. I feel like what I'm getting from this is you're teaming up and partnering up and being in the atmosphere of some really good friends and soul family, chosen family I just heard, that literally like acts as a lantern for you. They are your source of illumination and warmth and light. Okay. I love it. I love it. And I feel like also the thing is here that it's not about them telling you, that this is what's best or this is what it is. It's just about you benefiting from being in their energy. Because I feel like there's something about you are who you hang out with. And I feel like you've got some really successful people around you, or friends who are in a really good vibration, or people who are already successful at what you're working towards, or have manifested money really well, or manifested a dream career really well, or manifested children, or whatever that is. And just being in their energy has this really positive effect on you where you start to benefit from that adjacent, glow. You know what I mean? Anyway, 7 of Cups. Magician. I'm just repeating myself. The Magician, masculine energy as above, so below. You have everything you need inside of you, Dorothy, to manifest the life that you desire, right? This is what it is. This is being an active co-creator in your path ahead. Remember what I said about the 7 of Cups, that it's going to hit you, you're going to know the right thing to do. But I do feel like the advice here, that the Magician, remember, is magical and esoteric, right? He receives his insights. Oh, alchemy. And the Magician, weird. You're changing. Why am I hearing into the woods? You've changed, you're different in the woods. Why do I feel like I'm hearing into the woods? Something about that. But yeah, and see these little fairies here and this earth energy and this magic here. This is not going to, and the infinity symbol here, right? Number 8, number of material abundance. Why do I feel like that's so important? Infinity gold with the golden egg. If you flip it on its side, do you see that? It's like 2 golden eggs looping together. Partnership. I'm telling you, you're teaming up with someone or a group that is just like, it's the golden ticket, it's the 3 Stooges, it's where it is. There's something I keep seeing like a partnership that it like will live in infamy somehow. I can't explain it. Um, but yeah, this is not going to come from a mental place of swords and overthinking it or thinking about it at all or trying to be practical about it. Remember in the opening meditation how I saw you guys working and it was only on your water break that you stumbled upon true illumination and your happiness, right? Ace of Cups. Don't be afraid to change it up and do something different. Change in the routine, right? Scorpio energy here. I am laughing so hard at this because I was feeling that Scorpio energy. So let's talk. You know, you have water all over here. So Scorpio energy here with the death key. It's complete and total transformation after which nothing else is the same. You could also definitely have water signs around you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, in particular a Scorpio. Why do I feel like this is the same song, different verse? I feel like I've been picking up Scorpio energy in y'all's readings for a minute, which I absolutely am obsessed with. But really the point of that though, like, yeah, you can have Scorpios around you, but I feel like this is more about a time of change and the pre-birth of something, right? The good old days. You are, okay, where you are right now is the good old days. Because I can see where you're going. I can see it. And I literally see a future version of yourself really happy, but looking back on right now, going, those were the good old days. Not to say you're not going to love where you're going. Okay, I just saw 2112 on the timer, which is a mirrored inverted number of itself. Anyway, and this is a reflective surface in the mirror as well. There's something about how you see yourself that's transforming as well. Okay, I wonder if some of you guys have been influenced by how others see you or what they've said about you. You or your work. And there's something that's changing in that. And you're kind of like a phoenix, because phoenixes are associated with Scorpios as well, where you're rising from the ashes and going, actually, I don't give 0 Fs like about what anyone has ever said of me or how they see me. Like, I'm looking into my own reflective surface and being Christina Aguilera theme from the movie Mulan. You know what I mean? Who is that girl I see staring back at me? Could it be my reflection? Blah, 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 shows who I am inside. There's something about that, okay? Stop and smell the roses. Don't be afraid to change it up. Spontaneity, 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 okay? Feels important. Which one should we do? Let's do this one. Yeah, boy. I just heard you have to be cruel to be kind. What song is that? Cruel to be kind. Da, 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 da. There's something about cruel, have to be cruel to be kind. You might be setting some boundaries, or it could even be with yourself. There's something about that. Okay. Woo, let's get your oracle. What a journey. Oh my girl. Oh my girl. Expression and pose, and pose, and pose, and pose. Listen, expression, fully formed butterflies. Okay, I'm gonna tell you specifically what I'm getting here. You see how there's no swords on the table here? And I was saying that whatever the 7 of Cups is about, wherever you're going, that your mind should have very little to do with it. Do you see how her mind is literally birthing butterflies? Let's talk about butterflies. Butterflies represent change and transformation and metamorphosis, much like alchemy, much like the alchemist, much like death, much like the magician, right? Good Lord. Good Lord. There's change and transformation all over this, right? But do you see how her eyes are a little broody? Who is that girl I see? There's something about you're being invited to move into a place where your mind palace, Marie Kondo, your mind palace, honeys. Marie Kondo, if you don't know her, look her up. She has a great show on Netflix about how to clean and tidy your life, okay? And she actually talks about when you do that, when you clean out your physical space, you are also confronting and thus healing your past. Something about that. I'm hearing Marie Kondo, your mind. Marie Kondo, your mind. I feel like there's some really old chrysalises in the mind of some of y'all, and you're being asked to just like let the butterfly emerge and fly on out of there. Yeah, I literally see some old chrysalises in someone's mind palace. I do. Those could be old, outdated ideas of what people said to you that maybe come up for you from time to time. We all have those things or comments or situations or judgments that haunt us. And I'm hearing to Marie Kondo your mind palace, okay? That's what it is. I love it. Look at how beautiful this is. Expression. You could also be in a place where your expression is of high value, or that's what you love to do is you do some sort of work, or you are take part in some sort of activity or hobby or passion project that involves expression, okay? But your self-expression is at the forefront here, and I absolutely love it for you. Woo! Okay. All right, my beautiful Capricorns. This was your February general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I really love reading through your comments more than anything. As always, just thank you so much for being here. And definitely, as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.